Good morning, Board of Directors. My name is Oluseun Adeyemi. I'm a senior cybersecurity analyst within the cybersecurity team. I have been asked by the CEO, Seth Jackson, to present this proposed vulnerability management program for our organization in response to findings from the recent internal audit. The audit revealed that some of our systems are currently unpatched and critical vulnerabilities exist within our planned software releases. For a quick overview, Campus Pay as a business delivers a comprehensive suite of applications that manages every stage of the university employment lifecycle from recruitment to retirement. The scope includes recruitment, onboarding, time and labor management, payroll, benefits administration, performance and termination. Therefore, the extensive functionality of our business introduces a huge complexity as it touches sensitive personal and financial data. With 5,000 employees and 50% currently working remotely, our operational footprint extends beyond traditional office boundaries. This remote workforce increases our attack surface area. This informs our endpoint management and secure connectivity via Palo Alto Global Protect VPN. In addition, our launch of the Campus IR mobile application, which is available through major app stores such as Google Play Store and Apple Store, potentially introduces additional challenges. Securing this environment requires robust, adaptive vulnerability management processes and continuous monitoring to keep pace with the ever evolving risks. Why Vulnerability Management Program? The purpose of the Vulnerability Management Program is to proactively mitigate vulnerabilities, safeguard sensitive data, and meet regulatory and client trust expectations. This program is essential for addressing security weaknesses before they can be exploited by attackers. Its primary goal is to systematically identify and remediate vulnerabilities across all our critical systems, reduce risk of exploitation in the cloud, mobile, and our VPN infrastructures, and ensure compliance with regulatory, contractual, and client security and privacy requirements. For a successful vulnerability management program, scope and asset classification are important. The scope tells us what to protect, and the classification tells us how much protection each asset needs. For the purpose of the vulnerability management program at Campus Pay, the following is being considered: AWS infrastructure, compute, storage, databases, networking, Campus Pay web apps and APIs, Campus Hire backend, Campus IR mobile apps, which includes iOS and Android platforms, Palo Alto Global Protect VPN and perimeter devices, corporate network servers, databases, and continuous integration and continuous delivery systems, endpoints, office and remote laptops stroke desktops, third-party integrations. These assets are also categorized into three main tiers. The highest risk tier include the internet-facing systems, such as the web portals, the APIs, and the VPN gateway. The next tier consists of the payroll and benefit systems, given the sensitivity and volume of data that they handle, while the least risky tier comprises of the corporate IT resources. This approach ensures that most business critical and exposed assets are always prioritized. Governance and roles are important components in the success of a vulnerability management program because they establish structure, accountability, and clarity. Within the program, clear role distribution and accountability are essential for effective risk reduction and accurate reporting. This formal vulnerability management policy is created and approved by the leadership, the Chief Information Security Officer, or any designated leader. Owns the vulnerability management strategy, set the policies, and ensures the program aligns with business goals. Importantly, the third-party vendor, Spectra, who doubles as the developer and also the maintainer of the Campus Hire app, is integrated into our security processes through contractual agreements. This layered approach ensures clear ownership, enforces and strengthens our overall security posture. Our proposed vulnerability management program is built around a continuous lifecycle approach, ensuring that we discover, assess, prioritize, report and improve, verify, and remediate vulnerabilities across all assets. These assets will be regularly assessed using automated vulnerability scanners, application security tests, and cloud posture checks. The cyclical model will enable us to defend proactively, anticipate new threats, and maintain agility in a rapidly changing security landscape. Our proposed program uses several complementary methods for vulnerability discovery to ensure comprehensive coverage across our environment. These methods include automated network and host scanning for both internal and external resources, application security for static application security testing (SAST) and dynamic application security testing (DAST), and open source dependency scanning. Cloud security posture assessment for AWS, both configuration and misconfiguration issues, threat intelligence and vendor advisories for emerging vulnerabilities, risk scoring based on severity, exposure, and exploitability. Timely remediation is an essential pillar of our vulnerability management program, which informs the establishment of clear risk-based service level agreement that specifies how quickly vulnerabilities must be addressed according to their severity and potential impact. For critical vulnerabilities, 7 to 15 days, high vulnerabilities, 30 days, medium classified vulnerabilities, 90 days, while low classified vulnerabilities is expected to be resolved within 120 days. However, if remediation cannot meet the recommended SLAs, a formal exception is introduced, which will require a documentation of the reasons, a compensating risk plan, review, and approved at the appropriate management level or by the Chief Information Security Officer. To securely support the remote workforce, we implement a layered controls by ensuring that only managed devices are allowed to connect to the network via VPN. These devices must have an up-to-date OS, endpoint detection and response, disk encryption, and current patch status. While on the VPN infrastructure, we regularly monitor for signs of suspicious activity or privilege escalation, and we enforce strong authentication protocols such as MFA. Measurable outcomes are as important to the success of the program. Thus, we track and report on a set of key performance indicators (KPI) that gives insight into the effectiveness of the vulnerability management program. These metrics are operational metrics, vulnerability counts by severity, mean time to remediate by severity, SLA compliance rate, and scan coverage, percentage asset scanned, and management reporting, which includes trends, high risk areas, exceptions, improvement plans for leadership and risk committees. These are shared at intervals, that is on monthly basis for the operational teams and quarterly basis for the leadership team. For the successful implementation of the program, we have some set roadmaps, which are for the short term, between 0 to 6 months, we are expected to finalize the policy, inventory, scanning baselines, and SLAs, establish integration with Spectra, and formalize campus hire testing. For the medium term, which is between 6 to 18 months, mature automation, metrics dashboards, and shift left practices, expand continuous scanning and coverage for all assets. While in the long term, to have continuous improvement based on threat landscape, audits, and client feedback. And as we move forward, the leadership and teams are encouraged to commit to ensuring readiness, compliance, and ongoing maturity in our vulnerability management program. This implies routinely validating our asset inventories, continually refreshing our scanning coverage, and adopting new automation or analytics tools that that help us stay ahead of both regulatory obligations and threat landscape. And our call to action is to put measurable improvement on the agenda, achieve full SLA compliance, drive the mean time to remediate lower by aligning efforts, sharing lessons, and adapting our processes. We not only protect our business and clients, but we will also build a culture of proactive security leadership that strengthens campus space, reputation, and resilience. Thank you.